Everybody's like, we always get that first 30-second reaction of are you?
Yeah, because I'm still wondering.
Yeah, but I like it. My brothers have dropped it actually. They have for me, they like it. I like the reaction I get.
No, I like it. I like it. It's so different.
I'm getting the reaction now, so yes, I like it.
I had to ask because I was like, this name, okay. How many languages do you speak? Yama. How many languages do you speak?
None. My thought process is in English. So I'm really bad with languages. Like I literally had a French tutor for 6 years and I didn't go past ça va, bonjour, bonsoir.
See, I did well. At least I remember some. Oh, I did 1 year at Alliance Française, but I should have probably stayed a little bit outside, just to be able to,
speak French.
Ça va très bien. That one I know.
Yeah. Let's go further.
When we finish the show, we'll go further.
So I speak a bit of Chi, but I understand. It's just the speaking that's a problem. And I have that thing where when I speak and you laugh, I'm not speaking again. It's just
so Chi no gan.
Oh God, dear Dabby. No. Okay, I know Mweboyo and Minisane.
At least that is good.
I know too. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Now, prior to the release of your new EP, how many songs did you have?
So my first single was dropped in 2001. No, was it 2002? I think 2000. Yes, we dropped "You Are God." That was my first, and then we did like a live version of it that was produced by Richie Mensah.
Okay.
In 2001, and then I dropped my second single was titled "Jesus," and then the EP. So I had 2 singles before the EP.
And how did they do?
Oh, okay. So "You Are God," I saw "You Are God." I didn't expect much, honestly. I saw "You Are God" as more like an introduction of me to the system, and because I also didn't really live here for so long. I lived in London. So most of the serving I did growing up in music, I did away from Ghana. So I saw that as my introduction into the system, and God blew my mind with that song. And then by the time we were ready to drop Jesus literally just went boom.
Boom.
Jesus was like that song that opened doors to us, brought us awards. I was doing music, VGMAs unsung. That was Jesus, and it's been amazing. It's been 3 years as a solo artist, even though I paid my dues for over 20 years before.
Yeah. I was coming to that, but what were the challenges after those songs? Because, after releasing those songs, quiet, and then you pop up again, were there challenges? Was there a problem?
Oh, no, not at all. Okay, so when I served, I didn't release any song. I was a backup singer for a couple of people. My family lived in Lagos as well when I was a lot younger. So the first, aside from church, the first mainstream gospel experience I had was Tim Godfrey. And I was one of the first members of Tim Godfrey and the Extreme Crew about 21 years ago.
Wow.
Yes. And then I served the late Sammy Oposo. I served Dr. Sunny Badu in London. Wow. And then I was a member of Hillsong London as well. So all of that was me in the background. I knew I wasn't ready. I knew I was going through a process. I knew that at the right time I would know when I'm ready. So the readiness was the first single I dropped in 2001. Yes.
Wow, that's serious patience. And now you have an EP.
I do.
What's the title?
So it's called The Birth.
The Birth.
And that's the reason why we chose The Birth is because every song on this EP are songs that that were birthed in a place of prayer. So I have different ways I write songs. Songs come to me in traffic a lot of times. Accra traffic is very inspiring. So songs come to me in traffic randomly when I'm doing chores. Sometimes I intentionally say I'm going to write a song today, but these songs that were selected for the EP are songs that actually came to me in a place of prayer or in my quiet time. So we decided to name the EP The Birth because it's like songs that were birthed in a place of prayer. And each song on this EP has a promise that I have written down, and we've started seeing the manifestations of it, so we're really thankful.
So how many songs are on the EP?
5 songs.
5 songs.
Yes,
Ooh, congratulations.
Thank you,
The
Doreen.
Birth.
Thank you.
Wow. I'm glad you never gave up. Some people go and then at a point it's like, okay, I released the songs, even though it did well, let me focus on something else. But there's an EP now.
Yes.
You were recently in Nigeria.
I was.
Please, what did you go and do there?
So we did the EP listening about 3 weeks ago, and then the next day the EP went live, and I started the tour in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yes, so we were in Nigeria for almost 10 days, doing a media tour from radio, TV, consultation, showing up at places, meet and greets, and yeah,
How was it?
amazing.
But why Nigeria though?
Okay, so what we decided to do is, and what I heard in my spirit and I spoke to my team about is, with this EP, we're going to try and push as much as possible outside Ghana as well, just so that we cover a few things. We do our part as human, and then we leave the rest to God. So the countries that we've mapped out is Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa, and Ghana.
Okay.
But I needed to start in Nigeria because tomorrow I'm starting my PhD, and the moment I start is in person. I can't travel a lot for a few months.
Okay.
So we thought, okay, let me just do Nigeria, get that out of the way. And then whilst I'm doing the Ghana, which is we'll do Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, I can still attend classes over the weekend. But if it was Nigeria, I obviously couldn't go back and forth.
Sister up in school.
Oh, I do. I'm actually doing my PhD and an MPhil simultaneously in two different unis at the same time. One is online, one is in person over the weekend.
Doreen,
Is the look on her face for me?
it's not the Yurglee anymore.
No,
Girl.
but how you how you gonna do the two? Because
don't know.
music,
But God always
PhD.
makes a way.
Yeah, God always makes a way. Last year, I did my second master's at Trinity Theological. I did the second master's in theology. So, I just like book. I just like to know things. So I thought, okay, let me do. Okay, so this is what happened. I registered for the PhD online in a school abroad, and then a group of pastors and friends from Trinity decided that, oh, let's go and register for MPhil. And I just jumped on it, not considering the timelines. And then it went through. And then when it was time for the interview, I was like, but now, yeah, it's 3 years. I'll be fine. I'll get through somehow.
Second master.
Let's hang out with her again.
But you are an inspiration.
Thank
It's so beautiful to hear that, and I'm happy that sometimes we live life, we plan, but sometimes you have to drop something to make time for something. So if you're able to do Nigeria and you're going to do this so that you can do other things, I think that it's a beautiful thing, and congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
So if we are to mention or to know the titles of the songs on the album, according to how what are the titles?
So track 1 is a very solemn worship. It's called Hotem Hoda, You Remain the Same. Track 2 is Krong Krong, Holy Spirit, featuring Diana Hopeson and Abawakoni.
Okay.
Track 3 is Hold My Hands. It's my personal journey poured into a song, how God has held me through the dark spaces and everything I've been through, my pain, my shame, whatnot. And then track 4 is Izuru. Izuru, it's an Igbo term, and it means you're worthy of praise, and that features Grammy nominee saxophonist Mike Aramo.
Okay.
And then track 5, which is a banger, which you're going to dance to, is an Amapiano song, and it's called Come and See. That features Akese Brimpong.
Okay, so it's that Kesebrepon one. It seems to be
Yes.
the biggest song on the EP. Redash, Brian Back Kesebrepon one. That's the one that has the dance, eh?
Yes, that's the one that has that. The dance
Now
is
today
causing
you
problem.
dance.
Me, but I don't dance better than you. You know
Oh
that,
yeah.
right?
Oh, me know you.
But you taught me, so the teacher, the students have come better than the teacher.
Well, let's listen to the song with Akese Brimpong. When we come back, the conversation continues. My guest this morning is Queendalyn Yurglee. I like the name.
Yurglee.
FM. And that's Queendalyn featuring Akese Brimpong. Such a beautiful tune. And this is where I'm tempted to ask you, how is the song doing?
Fantastic.
Ooh, of
Fantastic,
course,
yes,
it's doing
it
fantastic. Let me say good morning to my dearest, my sweetest, my toffee, Robert Clark. Good morning. I know he says that this is my cue to learn. Robert said today they have to learn. He said the excuse is over. Robert, I will learn. So when you come, I will dance. I'll dance so you see, okay? Don't worry. Yes. So that's a beautiful song, though.
Thank you, Doreen.
Wow. And you were watching the video now.
And it's colorful. It is the outfit for me, girl.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I mean, this is the human being. Look
I
at
know,
what the
it's-
human
yeah,
being
it's
is wearing
right now.
Yeah. So
but it's colorful. It's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
The dance steps, and it's so how do I say? Everything about you has symbolic meanings, especially from your billboard all the way to the video, and then laying hands and everything. Everything seems to be symbolic about you. I like it. I like the colorfulness of and the clothes. Oh my god.
oh my god. So
Thank
if Na
you.
has said it, then what are you meaning? The video is already out. It's on
so watch
YouTube.
it.
So go and watch it. Her name is Queendalyn. She's so beautiful. She's amazing. If you haven't gotten on Facebook Live, then you don't know what you're missing.
Fine gay.
Yeah. She's a fine
They
gay.
speak great.
So the EP is also out.
Yes,
And where
please.
can we find it?
I was available on all digital stores, so whatever your preference is, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Deezer, Spotify, Boomplay, Audiomack is everywhere. Just type The Birth EP or type my name, Queendalyn, and all my songs will pop up. And also it's available on YouTube, of course. And then the YouTube links are on all my social media handles as well.
So aside the music,
Yes.
school, Queendalyn, what do you do?
I'm a construction engineer.
Oh god. I'm tired.
So typically, I'm wearing boots and some helmets on my head and reflectors on a typical
You
day.
gotta
I'll
be
probably get
kidding
into
me.
that the moment I leave this place. But yeah, I do construction finishings.
What does that mean?
Okay,
Osi
so
Adan.
okay, so so I decided to tailor it to construction finishings.
Okay.
But I can do construction from scratch. It's just there's no time.
Yeah,
So I like
yeah.
to do the finishing.
No,
which is
you will
where
be
the money is as
you will
well.
be the headmistress. So you're on.
So basically, you do your structure, and then I come in. I do the. Obviously, we work from beginning with the drawings and whatnot. You do your structure, or you get someone to do the structure. I come in to do the roofing, the fittings, the windows, doors, tiling, painting, whatever. Till if you want me to hand a home over to you, then I can also do that. We go into interior decor as well, and then you just get a ready home.
Yeah. Please, what can I do to learn that?
Doreen, what can you do to learn it?
You
Which
see-
one? The
you see,
interior and
so
the
that
construction finishing?
I like the construction. You see, the thing is that I'm a human being. I'm entitled to explore.
Yes, please.
I have chosen to be a dancer. I've chosen to be a rapper.
Okay.
I'm a
you
radio and
rap
television
today, oh.
host. Huh? No. We dance today. So that's one. And now I said I want to add this one too. So I want to know what are the steps to take to get to that speed. No, I like the construction bit.
There are people who actually study, especially if you're doing the building itself. You need to know your numbers. You need to know your calculations per square meter, your drawings, and all of that. But if it's finishing you want to do, for me, I turned the passion into business, and it took a couple of years for me to do that. It was my passion first was just interior design. I walk into a friend's house and I'm just turning everything around, whether you like it or not, and throwing colors around, whether you like it or not. But then when I got into mainstream, I started seeing that, okay, I like this, I like that. So I just turned the hobby. But there are people who learn it, or you learn on the job. You go with someone who does it, and then over time you'd pick. You'd learn it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Before now you come in, I want to find out.
Yes, please.
So what is the promotion strategy for this particular song? Because you see, this song is big. The one with Akese Brimpong is big. So how are you going to do the promotion?
So we're taking it step by step, and we're spreading it out as much as possible, because obviously it's an EP. So we are starting to work on the album from November. So we're not going to be releasing anything in the next couple of months. So we're spreading it out as much as possible. As I explained earlier, we're doing more than 2 countries. We're thinking of going into East Africa and South Africa as well. There's a dance challenge ongoing as well. So after dance challenge, there's another challenge that will come up when the dance challenge starts fading away. We're just going to try as much as possible to milk it as much as we can, and we're thankful as well because a lot of people are jumping on it. Nigeria was very receptive. Even after we left Nigeria, they're still playing. We're monitoring. They're still playing. People are sending their dance challenges. I have a lot of dance challenges. People have even turned it to a cappella challenge, grandpa. So we're just thankful that people are identifying with the song. And like I said, every song on this EP has a promise from God that I've written down. So I'm just allowing God to do his thing, and hopefully we'll get a hit song from this.
Okay, nah, over to you.
I like. How do you manage everything? School, gospel career, and then work.
Life, work.
Yeah.
I think my personality is a personality that likes to multitask. Typically, just me as a person, a stereotype makes me very bored. I get bored from a stereotype. So I'm someone that needs something to stimulate my mind all the time. So I will probably be that person who would go against the tides of jack of all trades and just do all trades and wake up tomorrow and say I did it. So that's what drives me in life, that I can pick up so many things, and the chaos of it excites me. So I think that's just my personality. So it helps me just maneuver. It is stressful. Sometimes 24 hours are not enough because I do so many other things we're not talking about. I have a foundation. I advocate for children in the area of health, education, and child rights as well. So it's a lot of things, having to be in a lot of places every day at the same time. But God gives the grace, and the chaos of it excites me. So I'm happy to.
Are you very intentional about the symbolism in everything that you do with your work?
Yes, I am. I'm very in tune with my walk with God. And over the years, I've learned not to do things because it's trending or do things because that's what would sell. I do things because the Holy Spirit has asked me to do it. And every day I have like really random conversations with the Holy Spirit, and the kind of relationship I have cultivated with God. I speak to God. I communicate with God like he's sitting right there. I say the weirdest things in my car alone.
Oh my goodness.
So sometimes these things drop in my spirit. Let's go this way. You might not understand it, but then it may not materialize immediately, but then I go whatever way I hear in my spirit.
But the spirit of patience that you had in waiting, and the kind of CV, I would, for the lack of a better word, being a backup singer for the late Samuel Poso and working with the people that you mentioned, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
And you might think that, okay, why am I doing this? But wow. Like me sitting here and I'm thinking, wow, what a nice, a skill of references. When you have references, people can stand out and say, oh, I did. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And I think the way it was worth it.
I think so too, because I believe that God is a God of process, and I don't believe in the mindsets now that we have, which is like a microwave mindset. Let's jump on it. Let's do it right now. Let's get out there. Let's do anything it takes to be successful. I believe that God is a God of process, and if you get there faster than you're supposed to, you probably will not be ready for what is in store for you at that place if you rush your journey. So one of the things I like to say is, in my ministry, I'm not in a hurry. I'm walking at the pace of God, and God has a way of training you with slowing you down. Just slow you down to teach you, to train you. And honestly, throughout the years of being behind the scenes, and then there was a space of about 8 years of hibernation and not doing music at all. The me then and the me now are very different people. I'm very thankful for the process, because the process actually turns you to find gold eventually if we're patient enough. Yeah. And with ministry, I believe that there are a lot of destinies that are tied to what we are doing, and I can't rush the process because I don't know what those destinies need from my process as well. So I just walk with God and hope that it affects lives as much as possible.
Ooh. Collect your two. Collect your two. And this is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Guys, go check out the EP. The Birth. That's it. you've only heard one song from it, so you can imagine what to expect on the others. And as for the dance challenge, it's still ongoing.
Yes.
We'll do it right.
Yeah?
We'll do it right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
I'll dance.
We'll dance together.
Yay, we're dancing.
We'll dance together. And then please make sure you follow her on social media, because that's where you definitely find. Oh, anyway, please announce them so that they can check it out.
Okay, so on Facebook, Queendalyn Yurglee, Queendalyn. Yurglee is spelled Yurglee. On Instagram is @Queendalyn, so double N at the end,
Okay.
@Queendalyn. When you start typing,
Nah,
pop
the
up.
two
I'm
will
the only
pop
one
up.
with the name. On TikTok, on Thread, everywhere it's just @Queendalyn Yurglee. And it pops
Okay,
up, yeah.
so go follow her, and as I said, the dance challenge is on all her social media pages. I saw one Ninoy doing.
Why are you?
Nino is
Nino.
listening. Oh,
Oh,
Ninoy.
Ninoy,
Hi, Ni.
Ninoy, baby. I saw your dance,
How
but I
was
can
his dance?
challenge
Wait,
you.
how was the dance move?
Oh, you did some, but I can challenge you. Nino, I can dance better than you.
Doreen.
Wait till my video is out.
Hey. She said she's a rapper. Ask her to rap one.
Oh, she will rap.
No, Queendalyn said I should come to the studio. So wait, when we go to the studio, then we'll go do
I have a
that.
studio booked for you.
There's studio here right now.
We have a studio booked for you.
Oh,
We have to
relax.
use your thing, your
Relax,
single.
relax, relax. Eh?
Do you rap in English or
Ooh, I
or Ga?
Queendalyn, I
Want
beg
to know
you.
where to put you? Are
Yeah, I
you like
beg you. You let's go to the studio when we enter with it.
Rapper with no EP or one single, no single one. No, she said my colleagues. Who are your colleagues?
Oh my goodness. My colleagues, you mean Sarkodie? Sarkodie is on tour, you know?
When are you going on tour?
Are you serious?
Hey, you people, you get me this morning for.
Don't worry, Nino will feature
You
you.
know that, hey, no, like I've been really wanting to tease her for a while, you know, but I just didn't get the
I want,
right
I
one.
want
That's the
Kwesi Ernest. It's Kwesi Ernest I want.
What's Kwesi
Sayesu.
Ernest?
The Bisayesu here.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
Kwesi
yeah.
Ernest?
Remix.
We'll
Dog.
do remix. Watch out.
Remix.
Of what?
Of
Bisayesu.
Ah,
yeah. So guys, Queendalyn right here. Go and check out the birth. Follow her on all her social media pages. Let's make gospel music beautiful. It's very beautiful, and you're all doing well. We love you, girl. And for me, I always say something. We're here for you.
Thank
Remember,
you.
every time you put that song out, just remember that there's Hitz FM. There's a rapper here, Doreen Avio. And there's Najili. I don't know what she does.
oh, me, I follow her.
You're the hype man.
You know.
I like the hype man.
Just
Oh my
like yo.
God.
When she's rapping, just be like yo.
No, but I'm more
Give it
gangster.
up.
No, I'm more gangster than she is. So I might end
Oh
up.
my goodness, ladies, my ladies here, Queendalyn, I'm so happy that
Thank
you
you
came
so
through,
much.
and I'm so happy you shared this with us.
Thank
And
you.
we wish you all the best in school and everything. And then don't worry, I'll come learn the construction bit in addition to
the rap.
Yeah, so I want to be able to put my name out there, Doreen Avio,
International
radio
MC.
Radio television host, international MC, rapper, construction
Singer,
songwriter, and then the
interior decorator,
contractor.
interior decorator.
When I finish the
Mother.
when I finish the construction, then I'll do the interior decoration. Then I'll add that one
They
to
add those programs.
That is all I want to
Oh,
do.
you forgot dance champion.
And that's champion. That's it. Oh, thank you so much, Queendalyn. All the best. And we, as I said, wish you all the best. And remember, you have a family here. Hitz 1039 FM. And of course, this is Daybreak Hitz. I bet you we've had a good time, and we have some beautiful things coming up. We have a beautiful song we definitely also want to premiere here on the show. So, yep, this is it. Queendalyn featuring Akesi Brimpong.